Digwit, good people of the world. Hello, good people. Today is the 26th of July 2023, never to be repeated. Here in the nation of Eire is where I am today, travelling to my hometown of Ballymunna, a town on the north side of Dublin City. So yeah, heading back up there today. Had a Leinster meeting. This is a new format I've been doing recently. For those who are tuning into the BitChute account, I hope you're enjoying the content. I'm just doing it as an audio, some of it as an audio podcast kind of concept for people who want to listen, you know. Yeah, and I'm generally doing these as I'm travelling, so I don't really want to be distracted by looking at a screen or, you know, yeah, recording myself travelling at high speeds in cars. So I'm doing it on an audio, so the phone is just recording there and I'm just free flowing for the day that's in it. Putting up onto the BitChute channel, onto the new YouTube channel, which is there under Donica O'Dushlania. It's a new channel. I'm not really promoting that one. I think I have 2 subscribers or 3 subscribers, so we'll just let that grow organically. So if you're interested in my stuff, my content, check it out on the BitChute. Stick with the BitChute if you can. At least you'll get to see it. You know what I mean? So yeah, today is Wednesday, 26th of July 2023. As I said already, never to be repeated. So let me start off as usual by sending out the love to those people who are taking the time to listen to me splurging, I suppose, and just getting stuff off the chest and putting it out to the universe and let it just go and see where it goes and see where it ripples. So what we're trying to do is just a few of my friends and me, and we've been putting out feelers for the past few weeks to see if there's anybody who would like to meet up regularly in Leinster. We've been doing that for the past couple of weeks to discuss life and policies of the state and how we feel we would like to go about as individuals and as a small collective of people, being active in actually transmitting that wavelength or that frequency out to people without being stuck online, addicted to the online toxic world. So no doubt we will use the online world to send out our content. I already do that. You're listening to it. So I've been doing that for a few years, and sure, it is what it is. So anyway, the vibe we're going with is we believe that we need independent people, men and women, all over this nation to step forward now as independents to take down a corrupt party political system. We believe all parties are corrupt. There is no opposition to government. Even the opposition is in cahoots with the policies. In fact, if they were in there, they'd probably be even more stringent and strict. So this is the message we're trying to bring in a peaceful way to our people. So as a consequence of me feeling this way and trying to step away from the online sphere, because it's quite toxic and there's lots of in-house squabbling and people caught in the wormhole of digesting information from the algorithms to stress themselves out and to cause paranoia, anxiety, fear. And it's okay to feel these things, but we need to be proactive and try and form a solution. So what I believe and what I'm trying to encourage myself and other people to do is to grab the bull by the horns and do so and get active at an independent level if you can, if you want to. I feel I'm going to do that in Ballymun anyway. So that's the reason why I'm recording this, as I'm travelling up on a rainy, wet day. Quite treacherous conditions on the roads at the moment. So I'm in the slow lane, chilling out, not rushing. And I feel the pull to run as an independent in Ballymun, under no illusion that I'll be getting elected or anything like that. But what it is to step away from the online avatar of the Donncha Ó Sláinte or the Dennis Delaney, Facebook, social media content creator, talking about political policies and current affairs and how it's affecting my people, and to try and bring it into my hometown of Ballymun, and if anything, encourage other people in the area, if you don't see me as the man to do it, to find someone as an independent. And sure, if they're a better man than me or woman than me, that's good, they'll get my full support. But what I'm trying to do is take personal responsibility and spread the seeds of empowerment, I suppose. It is, I believe, the Great Awakening. Could be the Great Hypnotism as well, you know. Great hypnotising of the masses, mass psychosis. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to snap myself and hopefully some other people who may feel the same way to step away from the hypnosis. Yes, to use it as a tool for getting content out there for people who want to digest it on platforms that, let's be honest about it, are attacking freedom of speech. I've been banned from YouTube already, so that's why I'm on BitChute. I don't, if you know my stuff, I wouldn't consider myself too radical or too much of a hateful man. My message is one of peace and love and accountability and cover-ups and corruption within all tentacles of the state, all of them. And I believe that we the people of Ireland, we the people of this nation, we over the generations have conceded our authority to the system, and the message is that under our primary laws that we have the power as the people, we are the authority under the Creator, to I suppose create our own form of government, and that's what exists. The tool is there. I know it's corrupted, and I know it's a Leinster House system, and ideally we'd like to step away from that. But I believe we need to have people taking it down from the inside. I know some people don't believe in politics, and they think it's, you know, a waste of time. But it's the politics and the policies of the politics that utterly disgust us on a daily basis, whether that's Tusla, the courts, whether it's the education system, the hospital, the immigration system, whether it's everything that it is that disgusts you is operated by the state, by the government, by their policies of this system. So I believe there's thousands and thousands and thousands of Irish men and women and Irish nationals. And for anybody who needs clarity on what it is or who is an Irish national, I rang the passport office yesterday to inquire about this. I was having a conversation with a few of my friends in the Bunrock group, and I was asking, what is a national? So I rang the passport office to see what the Republic of Ireland state lit, what their credentials, I suppose, are for to become a citizen or a national, wherever word you like to use. I believe they're trying to replace the word national with citizen, or make people believe over time, like the Mandela effect, that citizen and national are the same thing. So the facts of the matter are, in this current system, to be an Irish national, you need to be a child of one or both the mother and the father, either or, need to be born on this nation, or in this nation, in this territory, for you to be a national. So either mother or father, if not both. And then grandparents as well. So if in the current day and age a baby is born into this nation today, if it's a foreign mother and father, they have to prove they've been living in this nation for 3 of the previous 4 years. Adults have to go through the naturalization process of wherever that is. And I asked the lady on the phone, she was quite pleasant, although I think she was paranoid I was recording it, or I was going to record it, or whatever. I asked her, would she differentiate, or would they recognise any difference in the passport office between a national and a citizen? And she didn't like to comment on that. She said she would not like to comment on that. So that was interesting to me, but I know I'm going off on tangents here, but I'm just letting it out as I'm travelling, you know, in the traffic here. So it might be a bit long, but sure, look, if you're interested, you'll listen to it. Please do feel free to share my content if you so wish to anybody you feel may be on the same wavelength. So what I'm looking to do is run independently in Ballymun and speak about all these issues. At the same time, trying to encourage others to do the same thing and form community assemblies or neighbourhood watches, or whatever you want it to be, that will then meet regularly to form a direct line into the Garda Síochána and the county councillors and the TDs and all this kind of stuff. So it's to try and get the people's movements, to build them, because there's so many differences on a national level. You know, some people have other things that they deem to be priorities, and that's fair enough. Everybody's allowed to have their own perspective. That's cool. Mine would be very much so that constitutional law is being broken here on a regular basis, and that's why the system can get away with it. And we're trying to bring the message of the Constitution and our ancient texts. And the fraud that was the First Amendment, that has us where we are today. So that's our message. But on a different level, we met a man today, just a stranger, who we invited into our circle, and he was saying that we need to break it down for people who aren't aware of as many things as we are, such as, you know, TUSLA or constitutional stuff, or political stuff, or banking stuff, or immigration stuff, to break it down and to take it local. So that's what I'm trying to do in Ballymun. I feel that's where I need to go. That's where I'm being pushed. So that's why I'm on my way to Ballymun today. Ballymun Says No is having a gathering outside the Ballymun Garda station at 6 PM today, the 26th, Wednesday the 26th of July. So I'm interested to go along and have a look and just see what it's like, and I may do a bit of video footage there, and that's really it, just to be present in the moment. The traffic is quite bad, but I hope I get there on time. So I'll do a bit of footage and I'll send that out to the universe as well, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing in terms of dropping seeds and dropping content, and I'm hoping to do more kind of music, and I know I've been saying this for a long time, music and spoken word and visuals and stuff. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to compartmentalise my stuff, my way of being, into a way of life, and I want to be active in all I can be in every which way against this system in a peaceful and loving manner. I don't want to lose my mind, you know. So yeah, that's it. So going to invest some time into it, some time and effort, and yeah, and produce more content that is more, I suppose, focused on specific areas, which would be my experiences trying to establish myself as an independent in my hometown of Ballymun, and to try and establish a community forum there by the people, for the people, that meets regularly and, you know, finds good people in there to become a voice of the people of the area. And hopefully on a local level, if in Ballymun we can do that, we can maybe liaise with other communities. I'm open to anything like that, and other communities becoming, I suppose, who watches the watcher, you know. So there needs to be someone, there needs to be a standard bearer in each community, group of people trying to raise the standard legitimately, and putting time and energy and effort into that, which will involve meeting and travelling, and, you know, but it is what it is. So that's where I'm at. I'm doing these audios here on this format. I hope it's okay for you. I hope it's not too boring, because I'm not really doing the much footage. Sometimes I will, but treat it as a podcast is probably what I'd recommend, or, you know, just chill out. I know it's hard with the age we live in now, attention span, and I'm not being critical of people here, but this is a fact as well. Attention span isn't great, so not many people will listen to this from start to finish, and I don't expect many to, because most people probably think I'm waffling, and yeah, I probably am, you know. Depends what perspective you look at. I think I'm trying to formulate a plan of being more active in this nation to stop the system. That's it. Stop the system in its tracks. And people who bring this message do get harassed and do feel the wrath of the state at some point along the way, and I think that's blatantly obvious. So yeah, look, we'll see what happens, but I believe I need to find some good people who are on the wavelength, and converse and meet with them, and, you know, plan and strategize and communicate in the real world, not so much online, but by meeting once a week at least, and then, you know, talking in maybe a Telegram group as well, but more so it's for meeting up and trying to engage the people in the real world that want to be, you know. It's not a Dropbox for information or anything like that. So yeah, that's really it for today, folks. I'll head off now because the traffic is quite bad, and I don't want it to be too long for people of just me splurging. So I just wanted to drop a seed out to the universe to keep people who are interested updated. As I said, I don't get many listeners, I don't get many shares or much, you know, attention, I suppose, but I'm not on TikTok or anything like that. But the message I'm trying to bring is get active in your local community, be independent, and yeah, that's a start. So hopefully over time, as time goes by, more and more people realise that we need to stop the system, we need to take the head of the snake, and we need to do it as soon as we possibly can. Alright, so right folks, I'll leave you be. Peace and love to all yous. Much love, and yeah, as I said, if you want to share this out, please feel free to do so. And also yeah, keep an eye for the video that I put out in a while, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, with Ballymun. Some people might find it interesting. Other than that, folks, I wish you love in your journey, whatever it is you're doing, wherever it is you are. Sending you love, sending you good vibrations, and that's really it. So that's it. Go on, be good, much love, be good.